let's go get a little bit of a little taste of the main story, as we've been doing a lot of side quest stuff.
We're closed.
No, that's not what we're doing, guys. That's not the way we play the game. Okay, I know some people might do that as she was an associate of DeVries, but we need the information, and I like to let most people live, especially when they give me stuff, but we'll see.
We're closed.
Not to me, you're not.
Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan. Why are you asking? Who are you?
The people she tried to kill.
By the architect. I had no idea. I wish I could say it was unbelievable. I was afraid she was becoming a danger to herself and to others. But this is horrifying.
Yeah, imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
And how are you going to do that?
That ain't something you ought to be concerning yourself about.
If you think I'm going to help you do what I think you're talking about, you are deluded.
I don't want to say this. He might take this in the wrong way.
I may be deluded, but you're lucky you ain't dead. Seeing how she seems partial to using her friends as victims.
Does she? It occurs to me that you have provided no proof of what you're accusing her of.
Why don't you take a long look at me? This is all because she betrayed us. Her team, her friends, even the one whose life she saved in Triangulum.
By the architect. You're Niles, aren't you? She mentioned you a few times, but refused to elaborate. All I knew was that she was fond of you, and that you were dead.
She was fond of me? Then why? Why would she try to kill me?
I can't say, but it may be one of the things she anguished over. An anguish I fear finally overwhelmed her, and could likely be what's driven her to her present course of action. I wish I knew. It's nothing good, I can tell you that. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do something terrible, but I just don't know what. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor.
Victor's the guy who you accused of conspiring. Yeah, in the little document that we read in her house.
How did...
Yep. Her terminal.
You saw her terminal, didn't you?
That's the word I meant.
Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly before the schism, they started talking to some others inside the Order. That's when things became tense. I started to become uneasy, scared, really. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me. Among other things. For some reason, she was obsessed with the cliffhanger ending of Chapter 6. It was the one where capitalist fanatics brought complete destruction upon Arcadia. But you know how it works. It was somehow miraculously saved at the beginning of the next chapter. Didn't matter to DeVries, though. She just kept going over it and over it. Would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen. That, and the invasion itself, set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that road again. She was so agitated when I first met her. Must have been 7, going on 8 years ago now. She never slept, didn't talk to anyone if she could avoid it. After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch her go back to how she'd been. Or worse. We became friends when she... well, she saved me. I'd said something without thinking. Must have been distracted. We all know to watch every last word we say. For some reason, she interceded on my behalf with an arbiter, and she convinced him he didn't hear what he actually did. No one does that. Void, I didn't think anyone could. We all were, originally, before the schism. But she never gave it up, even when it became illegal to even mention their name. Which was surprising with how angry she seemed to be getting with them, even as she was deep into scheming with Victor and the others. She even continued to sign her messages, "See you in the equation." It's all so confusing. What do you mean? It was where she worked, one of the Protectorate's communications hubs. She didn't speak of it much, at least to me. She may have spoken to Victor about it. Just a religion driven by algorithms, maths, predictions of the future. They believe they will eventually solve the universal equation and know everything, rid humanity of uncertainty. No. But it had to be someone's fault, right? The Protectorate couldn't possibly have failed to safeguard the colony. And they had to answer the accusations the Order leveled at them.
She ain't the only one.
It's difficult to explain. She spoke about things in unfamiliar ways. I felt her words to be freeing, at first. But slowly, I began to feel unmoored, doubting everything I ever knew. She said learning the truth of things was worth it. But now I question whether her truth was just more of her penchant to sow chaos, no matter who may be caught in her schemes. Some days I wish I'd never listened to her at all. Others, I can't help but miss her. Even with everything.
Know a little something about that too.
I did try to. Once. After the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield. They seemed to let anyone in there. Some boisterous fellow even tried to recruit me. Yes, and I am shamed to admit it. Though if she hadn't wanted me to, she wouldn't have told me the code. Same one she used for everything. 15-778.
That sounds like it could be her agent identification code, Commander.
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty.
Alright. I don't ever journal, so...
I know I've no right to ask this of you, but... when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know there's still hope for her. That's all I can ask.
+5 maximum health. Is that a whole trauma kit? It is. Had to spend one on that Crabble. So now I'm back to 2. Yeah, apparently we called something like a distress signal on the radio. And that's how we got this mission that we're headed to now. Oh, that's right. Oh, so they're in... Huh. We're gonna head down here.
Slow down. Schultz went where? Sakes alive. Schultz!
Bad knees. Years spent crouching have really done a number on your knees. They ache and squeak. So I get... 50% crouch speed, but crouching emits a sound. That they can hear and investigate. Yeah. What? I found a flaw in me. Flawed. Life hasn't been easy for you, but you've learned the power through any of your disadvantages and come out better with it. Warning, this flaw drastically changes the experience and is not recommended for your first playthrough. Effect. Flaws must be accepted, but you gain an extra perk point every 5 levels. This bonus is retroactive. Huh. Yeah, I think I'll hold off on that. I don't want to be running a flawed playthrough here.
Takes all sorts.
Yeah.
Anyone got lamps on Schultz? Anyone? Void be damned. Sallying into the wire like that with nary a wish in her pocket? What was she thinking? Did I not make clear our orders to hold the line here regardless of provocation? Should my instructions have been more robust? Perhaps assisted by pictures?
I'm afraid there's more. Bad news, Commander. She also took Scrabbles, sir.
Would that he'd done her more good. Seems Calamity has claimed 2 good soldiers today. You there. I don't normally sanction nameless passers-by giving ear to my private discourse. Whatever your purpose, I feel a contractual obligation to warn you against setting a heel past this base. If you go any further, you go alone and at your own peril. No Anti's forces are permitted beyond the forward position upon pain of disemployment and possible litigation. Our orders are to sit and mind the store for as long as need be. It is difficult for me to accept such laudations at the moment, given recent losses. But I suppose you make a fair point. By steadfastly holding the line here, we forestall any retribution the Protectorate would seek to inflict upon Fairfield. And we will continue said watch until orders change. I half believed you meant that offer. Unless you weren't being playful. I confess, the challenge of holding the forward position does not satisfy as might a straight-on tussle. But I would prefer to avoid staining my reputation by participating in such a needless blunder. Carr was, shall we say, non-ambiguous with her orders.
You're right. You're right. Leadership, speech for and info. Info and info. It'll only be a blunder if you lose. Cars holding back.
Such an argument isn't as compelling as you believe. The soldier who does not consider defeat all but guarantees it. I will take action when action is appropriate, and I'd suggest you modulate your tone more appropriately the next time we speak.
Alright, my reputation didn't go down despite things going sour there, but... Okay, so let's head this way, I guess.
Take a look at those corpses they've got strung up. Wait. Some aren't dead yet.
This is Protectorate territory, all right. Ain't looking to instigate anything, Commander. But if these bastards make any threat on my person, no promises.
Ready to waste them on your command.
For a second, I thought I killed it in one burst. $300 some bits. Crafting materials, triple barrel. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I know those spinning things aren't the way to get across. What do we have here? I'll just proctor it. Little proctorate farm. And I come across yet again another Science Adventures Quarterly.
I must say, I have many reservations about this. The Protectorate has always provided for us. For what reason would we forsake such a stable and safe way of life?
With the Protectorate, you're only surviving. With Anti's, you'll be thriving.
So your superiors order you to thrive?
I think 2 days, 3 at most.
Not
and
a
no
Okay, they're just
for
discussing.
That should totally be annihilated, just like all capitalist
Oh.
propaganda.
Oh.
Praise the matriarch.
This unit's current work task takes priority over conversation. Farewell.
I thought they were gonna start blasting each other, that farmer and corpo people. Oh, I had to lockpick it? Oh. Now that's a lot of damage.
At least coming out to spot folk who ain't here no more is easy work.
Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. And now we have 5, so now we can go back to her. Another trauma kit, another advanced decryption key. Which puts us at what? 3? 2. Okay. So what I thought was going to be a quest where we just constantly give her one after one after one of the magazines, it was really, well, it was really a lot different than that. So as I was saying, what started as a quest that I thought was just going to be one after one. I think the first one she gave us like 500, just outright, 500 bits for the first one. So for giving all 5, you know, currency-wise, it should be 2,500 bits, you know, which is stupendous. But something tells me she's going to give us something a little different than bits.
Greetings. Something new to report? Ah, well, then here are your rewards, per earlier terms discussed.
A
I
pitch
trust you'll find it all
ball.
useful. Return with the remaining 5 volumes to complete the set, and I shall provide you the rarest rarities available to me.
Okay, so we got a pitch ball. which adds it to our collection, and it came with 1% more damage. And then she gave us another 500. And that stuff's...
Blah, blah. Taking care of citizens is developing possible customers. Come on, yourself. Yeah, that subject laughed after the first time you tried talking.
Ooh! Abandoned workbench. Someone was using the workbench to assemble a trauma kit. I'm sickly, so I'm still able to do it. That is hilarious. Oh. That's... Oh.
It's the crunch. That scrumptious one that makes it a brunch. Who feed you purple berry crunch if they love you a bunch.
At attention, Trooper. Report. Why are you out here? Where's your unit?
What unit? I was just eating some purple berry. Wait. My unit. All along we were... They ambushed us. There was so much blood. You can't make me go back there.
Damn, this is bad. Listen, nobody's making you go back, but you're an easy target for raps or worse if you stay put. Your unit wouldn't want this for you.
Yeah, that's... Shit, that's true. I've got to get back to Fairfield. Back inside our bivouac wall. Back where it's safe.
Yeah, that's it. Back to town, where you can get a big, comforting bowl of purpleberry crunch. You ready to move out?
Yeah. Thanks for all your help. Oh, Law! The Protectorate scum took all our weapons. How am I supposed to get back? The Raptidons will rip me to pieces! What? My hands are shaking fit to fall off my arms. Couldn't hit the broadside of a bank. If only there was something that needed less aiming. Of course. I hate to ask, but any chance you got a grenade I can borrow? Even if I miss, the noise should scare off any Raptidons.
So, I could either lie. Great idea. Surely nothing will happen if someone in your shape handles a grenade.
Thank you. I'll only use it if I have to. Well, off I go.
Only if you have to.
Commander.
Okay?
These weren't one of your finer ideas. Let's hope he ain't got the wherewithal to actually pull the...
Just gotta get to Fairfield. Just gotta... Huh? What was that? Is someone out there? Stand back, I'm warning you. I got a grenade. All I gotta do is pull this pin and... Uh-oh.